You can start.
Ready? Om. This is a piece of the Veda mantra from Atharva. The same thing I am continuing. Atharva. 3.30.1. 3.30.1. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. One more part from the same mantra, Atharva 3:31. anyO anyam aBhiharyata. anyO anyam aBhiharyata. anyO anyam aBhiharyata. My teacher, Pandit Sudhakara Sharma, who is now running 125th year of his life. He always keeps to say one thing, this is a wonderful mantra. And then he says, which mantra is not wonderful? I am also to say the same thing now. Every mantra has got its own beauty and guidance in it. Every mantra is wonderful. This is one such. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. Now this is a message given by Sacchidaananda to all the satchits, in particular human beings. Dvisha apritav, that's the root. Dvisha apritav. Apriti, not liking. From that only comes dvesha, hatred. Hatred is because we don't like it. Because we don't like it, it gets itself transformed into hatred. Dvesha. One who has got dvesha is called dveshi. One who hates. Here it is. Is included. That is opposite of it. avidvEsham. Vidvesham is serious hatred. avidvEsham, opposite of it. So there is no dvesha at all. It's all love. It's all coexistence. It's all fellowship. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. kRuNOmi dukri karane. Vaha, that's all of you. I have created all of you. I have created all of you in such a way that you will not hate one another. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. That is, in human life in particular, there is no reason or cause for hatred. That's the meaning of it. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. Your natural condition, your natural way of living with other living beings is without dvesha, without hatred. So if hatred is there, that hatred is unnatural. The natural thing is love. The natural thing is not having hatred. Now the next piece of the mantra of the same one, the other piece, it says, anyO anyam aBhiharyata. anyO anyam aBhiharyata. Haryata, harane. Harane. Harana is to capture. Harana is to capture.
Haryata root.
Yes, please.
What is the root?
Hri, harane. Hri. Ha, swara, r. Hri, harane. Chacha janya, hri, harane. That is to capture, to win over. Harana. Harana is to take and make it our own. Negative sense also it is done. Apaharana. Somebody's material is there, we just snatch it. Positive sense is to win over them and make our own. To win over their hearts. Harana. AnyO, anyam, aBhiharyata. anyO, anyam. Everyone will win over the other person. aBhiharyata. Make them your own. So both go hand in hand. No enmity, no hatred. On the other hand, we win over others and make our own. Overcome enmity, spread friendship, spread love. Both put together, that's the essence. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. anyO, anyam, aBhiharyata. That's on the face of it, the meaning is clear now. And while understanding it, we are going clearly by the Vedanga method. That is very clear. That is, we have gone to the roots, and from the root only we are trying to understand what it is. We are not interpreting it. We are not throwing our meaning or our understanding of it on the mantra. That is the speciality of how we have to study the Veda mantra. This I have been telling again and again. Veda mantras themselves are capable of revealing what they mean. I need not impose on it my understanding, because I am not a sarvajna. I have got my own limitations in understanding things. And I am prejudiced. I have got my own samskaras working behind me. So if I throw my meaning on it, if I start interpreting it, it may be right, it may not be right. But if I keep myself silent and understand what the mantra is telling, yes, lot things will be explained by the mantra itself. It reveals itself. The only thing I have to just keep quiet and see what it is telling. And the method that it uses to tell is the Vedanga method. And the techniques of Vedanga are embedded in the Vedas and they reveal it. So, no enmity, but winning over people. So when you know the people, they become ours. There is no question of, I am so and so, you are not belonging to my group or my faction. We are all one. We are all one. If there is anyone who says, no, I don't belong to you, I'm belonging to something else, now it's our duty to win over them and tell them, no, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. Now what is the base? What is the basic guideline? Now these things are available elsewhere also. So as I've been telling, we have to have a broad outlook, and you are not supposed to understand this mantra in segregation. So if we take all the other complementary mantras, now it comes to this. If I ask people to follow me, or if somebody else asks me to follow them, our ego will work. Why should I follow them? Why not they follow me? I'm more intelligent. I'm so many such complexes will start working, and we can never come together. Or maybe for some purpose we come together and then we break up. The purpose of coming together will be for some selfish ends, for some business, for some commerce. Yes, we come to an agreement and do it, and afterwards, actually there is no relationship at all. Once the project is over, you are you, I am me. That's what happens. Now, there should be a binding factor between people, which will bind them, and it doesn't hurt anyone's ego. That's binding factor is what we need. And if the binding factor has to work, then there should be no hatred, there should be no enmity, but just love and love. So the word what you use in the Vedas for that love is Maitri Bhavana. Maitri Bhavana. The other word for love, that is friendship. Maitri Bhavana. And this Maitri Bhavana or love, yes, it is supported by compassion. Compassion. And compassion is the unique feature of human beings and human beings only. No other animal on the planet can experience compassion and cannot express it. Because other than human beings, all animals are just prompted by their instincts. Nidra, ahara, bhaya, maithuna. Over. Nidra is sleep, ahara is food and thirst, bhaya is fear, maithuna is reproduction. Now, every animal is limited to these four instincts, and their whole life is bound within these four instincts. Over. They cannot function beyond that, except the human beings. Human beings can work beyond this. If they don't, they're as good as animal in human form. That means they are supposed to work beyond it. And there comes this compassion, love, sacrifice, friendship. Now, how it is possible for a human being? The tool is like that, as simple as that. The tool given to all other animals other than human beings has got its own limitation. By using that tool, they can work up to their instincts and not beyond. And the tool given to a human being, the sharira indriya manas of a human being, is so sophisticated, is so developed, it can function beyond an animal, beyond the instincts. It's possible because the tool is powerful. So that powerful tool must be used properly. Then what comes into the picture? Apart from the instincts, comes love, friendship, sacrifice, cooperation, compassion, everything it comes into. So when it all comes to play, there is no place for enmity, there is no place for hatred. There is no place for discrimination, there is no place for separating, disintegrating. No, there is no place. They cannot coexist. If love is there, hatred cannot be there. If compassion is there, hatred cannot be there. If compassion is there, enmity cannot be there. Both cannot exist at the same time. Now, the special feature of human beings is non-enmity. It is love and friendship and sacrifice. We feel for others. We feel for others. We can. Though it is needed by me, I can just leave it for the sake of others. If somebody is in need, I can say, okay, you take it. What about you? Don't worry about it. If you are happy, I'm happy. My happiness is in your happiness. Your satisfaction is my satisfaction. This feeling and expressing this and acting according it is possible only to human beings and none else. That is humanity. That is human nature. That is human religion. Now that is the answer for this. If we all have to come together and the ego should not come in the way, then the only platform available for all of us is humanity. I'm also a human being, you're also a human being, everyone is a human being. And we human beings stand on that platform of humanity. And now there is no problem. There's no problem. We look at others as though I am that. Really, I am not that. But the Sharira Indriya Manas of mind, this tool is capable of experiencing the pain and pleasures of others in me, though I am not in it. I'm not suffering. But when I look at somebody who is suffering, I can imagine, I can visualize their pain, I can visualize their problem and feel though it is my own and try something so that they'll be out of their pain, they will be out of their problems. And this capacity is what is called as compassion. Compassion is that. Though I am not troubled, I can feel the trouble of others and work for the release of that. The other end is also true. Though there is no cause for me to jump and feel happiness. If somebody is happy, yes, I can share their happiness comfortably. They'll have a cause for that happiness, and that I can feel, though it is not there in my life. I can share it. I can feel it. And jump and frolic with them. It's possible. Because my tool, my Sharindra Manas, is capable of imagining that, visualizing that, experiencing that. If not physically, mentally. This special feature is to be employed while understanding these two mantras. avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. Satchidananda has ensured kRuNOmi, I have done it. I have created you like that. Created means provided you with that tool. Satchit is not created by Satchidananda, that we know very clearly. Sat, Satchit and Satchidananda are three basic entities which are Anadi Ananta. No one created the other. They are existing. And when I say creation, it's very clear. It is creation of the universe, the systems, and the tools for Satchit. Using Sat. The raw material for creating all these physical things is the Sat. Anadi Ananta. So God has given us such a tool for Satchits, such a tool as human beings, which is capable of loving everyone, irrespective of friend or foe. No foe at all. Everyone is a friend. This broad outlook can be had only by human beings and nobody else. That's a special feature. All other animals, they do their jobs only restricted by their instincts over. And there are many animals which prey on other animals. That's also natural for them. But it's not so for a human being. For a human being, the main feature is compassion and love, friendship. With every other human being, not only that, with every other animal too. This is a special feature. I cannot say no. Our basic structure is like that. The basic tool what we have got, the Sharindra Manas, is capable of doing this. kRuNOmi, I have done it. That is how I have created this Sharindra Manas, this tool for you. So the proper use of this tool is when you are compassionate, when you are loving, and you are friendly with others. If not, you are unnatural. You are going away from your regular, natural path. You are not made for that. You are not made for that. You are not made to hate. You are not made to have enmity. You are not made to hurt other living beings. This tool given to you is for totally different purpose, to love all. To love together, to live together, to be compassionate, and stretch your helping hand to anybody who is in pain or suffering. That's how you have been created. That means this is how the tool is there for you to function, which no other animal can use it. No other tool is capable of that. Don't have enmity. Another way of looking at it. Enmity is like fire. Now that enmity, that fire, burns down the source where it starts, then others. If you are hating somebody else, if you have got enmity with anyone else, where is the starting point? The enmity or hatred is in me. From there it has started. What will burn you down? Then others. The effect of enmity, the effect of hatred is first on the person who hates, then others. You are at loss. On the other hand, if you start loving, the result of love will be first for you, then others. Our choice is ours. We'll take this or that. If you want peace, if you want to enjoy bliss, yes, we have to love everyone. We have to have friendship with you, no enmity. Whatever be the reason, whatever be the reason. Sometimes it may so happen in real life. For being so kind, for being so merciful, for being compassionate, we may have to take some blows. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. It's only temporary, or it is only superfluous. If I'm capable of taking those blows internally, spiritually, I become strong. Of course, that is the purpose of human life, to have a stronger soul, to have a purer soul that you are able to achieve. And the blow is only temporary, external. Unless I alone, nobody can hit me spiritually. If I'm strong enough, nobody can make me suffer. The body may receive blow. There could be pain on the body. There could be wound on the body. But if I'm spiritually strong, it is nothing. It's nothing. I say it's all right. It's for a cause. It's for love. It's for friendship. It's fine. So, whatever happens externally to the tool, Sharira, Indriya, Manas, can always be neglected or tolerated with the help of a strong soul. And that's our purpose. That's the goal of human life. Externally, I may incur some loss. Externally, I may lose something. It's all right. It's all right. There is a price I'm paying for my spiritual strength. Sometimes, not always. If that is the price I have to pay for my spiritual strength, fine, I will pay happily. I lose something, fine. I'm at loss, fine. Some pain, fine. See, that is the way we look at life. Ultimately, what is the result? I hate nobody. There is no enemy for me. We use one word in Sanskrit, ajata shatru. That's what it is. Shatru is an enemy. Ajata shatru, I have no enemies. I love everyone, whoever they be. So please understand, this is purely on a spiritual perspective. Purely on a spiritual perspective. If even 5 to 10% of the spiritual perspective is appreciated and followed, there could be no wars on this planet. We need not spend heavily upon our arms and ammunitions. We need not pile up bombs, nuclear weapons. No, it's not needed at all. Because our whole life is based on love, friendship, compassion. We speak about it. But when it comes to following it, and comes to practicing it, very badly we fail. No, it has to be applied in real life. We can expect world peace. There is no hatred, no enmity. Or even if it's there, very little, because of the weaknesses of human beings. We have got our own weaknesses, could be. But if our goal is friendship and compassion, such weaknesses we can overcome. It may take little time, but it's possible, because we have got the assurance of sacchidaananda that you are made for friendship. avidvEsham kRuNOmi. To hate and to be an enemy is not your nature. Once it settles in our mind, yes, we'll be able to overcome it. And we'll understand this as an unnatural feature. So it's not natural to me. Why it has come? I'll delve deep into my thoughts. I'll delve deep into my samskaras. And finally come out of it. Saying, okay, this is not natural for me. My natural status is love and friendship. No hatred, no enmity. If I realize that, yes, I'll be capable of loving every other creature on this planet, every other living creature. Is it possible? Yes, very much possible. Look into the life of all great saints and noble people. It's available before us in history. Look at them. They've all been loving humanity wholeheartedly. They have never hated anyone. They loved every creature on this planet. They were able to see their own reflection in every other living being. We got a great example in all such saints, in all such noble people around the world. I've seen such people. The greatest example that I can quote is known very much is Jesus. Did he hate anyone or did he love anyone? Was he not tortured? Very much. But still what he said finally when he was crucified? Oh God, they know not what they are doing. They know not what they are doing. Let them be spared from the punishment. That is love. That is friendship. I have such a very great examples. We have to look into it. And we should never say it is not possible. It is 100% possible. The only thing is we have to strive for it. We have to work for it. We have to transform ourselves to such condition. Is it possible? Yes. avidvEsham kRuNOmi, I have done it. You are capable of achieving it. It's not impossible. Only thing is you have to endeavor for it. You have to work for it. You have to labor for it. It will happen. And if every human being takes this into their heart, where is heaven? On this planet, tomorrow itself. And every one of us, we can benefit out of it. We will have no enemies. And no one will feel us as an enemy. It's all friendship and compassion, love and mercy, everywhere. Imagine that. Can we create a better paradise than this? No, no. It is ready now here. The only thing is we have to work for it. We have to feel that. We have to feel that. What is our basic structure? What is this tool made up of? For what purpose it is made up of? avidvEsham kRuNOmi. All human structures are made for compassion, mercy, love, friendship. That's your basic nature. That's your fundamental nature. Anything else is unnatural, is distorted, crooked, skewed. Overcome it. For some reason it would have been done. Okay, fine. Forget about it and change it. Come on to the right track. Look at things in a natural perspective. avidvEsham kRuNOmi, that's your nature. The other face of it, anyO, anyam, aBhiharyata. You make every other person your own. Feel them as your own. Feel them as your own part. Feel them as your own friend and relative. Whoever it be, good or bad. And this is a tough job. To love and appreciate good people, it's easy. But what about others? I've been telling again and again, to transform them into real human beings is the responsibility of the right human being. My first duty is to transform those who behave inhumanly. For some reasons, they are like that. Take pity on them. Take pity on them. Try to enlighten them. Tell them what is truth. Tell them you are under anxiety, you are under stress. Yes, that is true. Any person who is not on the natural track will have a lot of stress. They may know it, they may not know it, but they will be under stress. They will be under anxiety. They will be under fear, constant fear. Now tell them, this is what you are under. You are suffering from these things. Come out of it. Come out of it. What do you want? Most of the such bad people, whom we call them so, would have been denied of love and friendship. That's why they would have become bad. If they had experienced love, compassion, friendship in their early lives, they would have never become bad. One great example also we have got, Saddam Hussein. Go back to his life history. In the early days, he was tortured. In the early days, he went through a lot of pain. So he became a crooked person. Mercy was never in his dictionary. Not only that, look into the lives of any bad person, whom we call them so. They would have experienced a lot of stress, lot of hatred, lot of enmity in their early days. If they had not experienced, definitely they had not become like that. That's the law. That's the law. Another great example we have got, that is Angulimala. Just I'm quoting here and there. It's not that only they are the two examples. There are many such numerous examples. During his early days, when you study his background, during his early days, he was tormented, he was tortured for so many reasons by this society. So he became an antisocial element. He said, oh, this is what you give me, I'll give you the same thing. I'll pay you in the same coin. And became a very bad man. A cruel person. Now when Buddha met him, he showered on Angulimala all his love, all his friendship, all his compassion, mercy. It was a new experience for Angulimala. Oh, there is this experience also, which I never had earlier. This is something fine. This is something fantastic. This is something soothing. That's what he felt. And the love and compassion showered on him by Buddha was very, very humane and wholehearted. And what happened finally? Angulimala said, this is what I wanted. Nobody gave me. They gave me all nonsense. And unknowingly, I was paying back in the same nonsense. I got this love, compassion, wonderful. It's a wonderful experience. I want this more and more. Buddha said, take it. It's yours. And he got transformed into a bhikkhu, a disciple of Buddha. And he started practicing non-violence. He started living a human life. It's a great transformation. If you observe the lives of noble people and saints, at the same time people who are very cruel, this is what we observe. In particular, those people who are cruel and inhuman. The problem with them is they have never experienced love, they have never experienced compassion, they have never experienced friendship. That's a problem. Once they experience it, yes, they'll think twice, which is fine. Is this hatred or enmity, or is it friendship and love, compassion? And definitely that person will have to choose compassion, love and mercy only, friendship only, not hatred or enmity. Because they have not experienced it, yes, they are struck with cruelty, they are struck with inhuman activities, inhuman feelings. Give them love, give them compassion, give them cooperation, give them all mercy. And within no time, they will be able to change over. And that's the method. anyO, anyam, aBhiharyata, even though they are bad. Bad nature is not real, it's distortion. avidvEsham kRuNOmi is our basic nature, even for a bad person and for a cruel person. His basic nature is not to hate, not to have enmity with anyone. That is the basic nature. But it is snubbed because of the circumstances. There are so many other forces that has been snubbed, and they have experienced from the beginning hatred and enmity. Give them love, give them compassion, give them friendship. See what happens. Now the whole task is with those who give them friendship, love and compassion. That needs a strong soul. That needs a strong person. Spiritually. To love a normal person is fine, but to love a bad person is the tough job. But that's what we have to do. anyO, anyam, aBhiharyata. Do it, nothing will happen. Give love, free love, unconditional mercy and compassion. Unconditional. Give it. And more honest you are in giving it, better the result. The transformation will be fast. Bad people are bad because they have not experienced this love and compassion. That is their problem. You show them the real love, you show them the real friendship, you show them the real mercy and compassion. And they're yearning for it because they've not experienced it earlier. Now, once they are able to experience the other side of life, of compassion, friendship, yes, the way they look at life will definitely change. We'll have to change. That's the rule. That's the rule. They should be able to know the difference between hatred and friendship, mercy and cruelty. They should. They have no other go. And between the two, it is very natural for any human being to love and embrace friendship, mercy, compassion. It's very natural. It's close to their heart. Because it was not given to them, they're in a different angle. They're looking at life in a different angle. Give it. They'll immediately embrace it. But the person who gives should give it wholeheartedly, with all love, and with intention to win over that person and to transform that person. And how they look at it, they don't look at that person as an enemy. They look at such a person as a brother has gone astray. He's my own brother, he's my own kith and kin. But unfortunately, he has gone astray, he has gone to a wrong path. So as a brother, it is my duty to bring him onto the track. I do it with all love and affection and compassion. Whole things will be different. That person has to undergo change. He will have no other go. Why? It's natural for anyone. You hate and love simultaneously. Any person, good or bad, will definitely appreciate love and not hate hate. Because it's natural for a human being. Upon it, the Veda mantra says, avidvEsham kRuNOmi vaha. No enmity. It's all friendship and compassion. Mercy. Right? That's your very nature. And employing that very nature of yours and also of others, make them your own. Win their hearts. They will be yours. Humanity and human way of life is ultimate for any human being. That's natural for them. Take them onto that path. Maybe the process involves a little effort. A process involves a little pain. That is all superfluous. But ultimately you are going to win. You are going to win their hearts. I got a lot of examples in history. It's not fiction. Reality we have got. Even great cruel people at one point or the other, they realized that the path what I had taken so far was not right. I should have taken a different path. Even Hitler. In the beginning he was a different fellow. But by the time he died, in fact he committed suicide. Why? Because he realized that what he had done so far was something wrong. They realized, maybe a little later. But if the person who is trying to transform them, who is trying to influence them with humanity, if they are strong enough, it will happen early, fast. So the major responsibility is the person who decides to transform such people, who decides to win over their hearts. They have to be selfless. Their life should be full of nobility, love, affection, compassion. They can make things work very fast and effective. The responsibility is on ours. Anywhere, any situation, at the level of an individual, at the level of families, at the level of societies, and the level of nations can work. The rule is the same. Love others. Show compassion. Fine. Maybe we may have to sacrifice a little. Doesn't matter. By sacrificing a little, if I'm going to gain the friendship, the hearts, and able to win over them, little price what I've paid is nothing. Because the result is so exemplary. The result is so fine, so much. Even a little loss, okay, it's all right. We can make up it later. Once that friendship is established. Whatever you have lost, we can gain it very easily. But if hatred is nourished, if enmity is nourished, none of us on this planet can sleep happily. You'll be under stress, you'll be under constant threat, you'll be under constant anxiety. What good is for this life? peace and enjoying happiness, peace and enjoying bliss is the best way to live life, especially the human life. We can make ourselves happy and we can make others also happy. Now, such a beautiful goal, which is so natural to us, is expressed in these two pieces of Vedanta. This is not nothing unnatural. It's not impossible for you. It's very possible because avidvEsham kRuNOmi, I have created you like that. I have given you the tool only for that purpose, which can serve this purpose. And the process, make everyone yours. anyO, anyam, aBhiharyata. However, make everyone yours. Don't say, this is my group, this is your group, you are opposite to me. No, there is no one who is opposite to you. Every other creature on this planet is yours. Take it. Such a broad vision. If I'm right, we don't find anywhere else other than the Vedas. It's universal in nature. It holds good at all times, at all places, with all people. The only thing is we have to feel it. We have to feel it. And we have to think like that. We have to talk like that. We have to work like that. And create a new and beautiful world for ourselves. All of us. None is left behind. Everyone is included. It's all inclusive. That's for us to think and act. Thank you very much for the day. Shriramji, you had been to Chennai?